Hey, what's going on everyone? It's Green Zero here with another Command & Conquer 3 Kane's Wrath video commentary. That's right, back here once again. I know you've missed me. It's been 3 weeks and people have been asking the question, where have I been? Well, it started off again getting busy and it just kind of snowballed from there. It's probably the longest break I've ever taken in between making videos, around about 3 weeks there. So again, you guys have been looking forward to this. I have not stopped casting. I'm not planning on stopping casting. Trying to bring some more frontline first-person view as well. Trying to get some more of that going. But if you've noticed, I decided to revamp my VODs. I have recently upgraded my monitor. It now supports 1080p. It actually supports 1440, but I'm not going to get that carried away just yet. So we're going to have 1080p. So don't forget to click that button down on the bottom of YouTube there. If you want to see some high quality Kane's Wrath, going to be rendering this in high quality as well. I got a second graphics card to help me, and I've got Shadow Play going now, which is pretty much all but taken over from Fraps. It is amazing. It allows me to record absolutely everything I do, and it only saves the important parts, so get ready for a lot of montage videos. Hoping to do a montage video later on. We'll see how that goes. But anyway, here we go. I've just decided to split this one off and make it Season 7 because we have the new size of the videos. And of course, it's been a while. New intro, hope you all like that one. Whip that up real quick in Vegas. Always make my own intros. Again, they might not be as spiffy as some of the ones you can download, but again, I made it. So we have this game here for you today. So it's like, Green Zero, stop talking, you want to see some Kane's Wrath. Okay, we're going to jump in here. We have Step It Up Mate, which is Cyberstorm, with Khaled as well, playing Wookibert and kiMOsaBE. We're on Forgotten Forest. So popular now, this map. It is so amazingly popular. It just brings something new to Kane's Wrath because you start right next to your ally, and it just gets crazy from there. But anyway, we'll go over here. It's going to be kiMOsaBE. It's going to be a random mirror, so everyone picked random. kiMOsaBE is going to be dealt with the Nod faction, so he's pretty good at Nod, so he'll be enjoying that. Wookibert is over here as the GDI. Looks like these guys are coordinating to get their spikes. Usually one player will just take both, and that's going to be kiMOsaBE. Wookibert, again, so much so of Cybert there. It's because of the bird. I've said that before. Oh man, I just can't get it out of my head. We have Blackhand over here, and I didn't even check who's that. It's going to be Khaled. I'm not sure if it's Carl or Kale. I'm going to call you Kale because I don't know how to pronounce it any other way. And we have Cyberstorm, Step It Up Mate. That's right, he's going to be Reaper 17 and Blackhand, so that's interesting. Wow, that's going to be a pretty interesting combination actually. No stealth, almost no air. So we're going to see how that goes. Really, a Storm Rider is the only air unit that they're going to be able to build for the whole team. So let's see if Wookibert and kiMOsaBE can get on top of that. Spikes are going to be going to Kale. He's going to take both of those. He's taken them now. We have a battle marker up here. It's going to be, obviously, kiMOsaBE cannot hope to defeat those confessors. They're just much, much more powerful than himself. And let's go over here now. There's a Pitbull Scout out from Wookibert, so Wookibert is deciding to go for the Pit Scout. That's going to allow kiMOsaBE to pump out a Harvester straight away with no buggy. He's going to go for his 2 and 3 here. Wookibert as well on the way. Should be a little bit ahead. Yes, he is, because he didn't have to go for the barracks. Now he's going to expand off just one power plant. Bit iffy. It's a long way to move with just low power. Again, you can do it if you're out of cash, but you might have to redeploy. It depends. People are definitely on the fence about whether or not that's good. I think it's it turns out I think it's not good if you have to move too far. If it's a really short expansion, like it is on, say, a map like Tournament Dust Bowl, where it's literally like a 5 or 6 second MCV move, it's so close. Beacon, 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 what are you doing? There's a beacon down, there's nothing down there, so they're obviously coordinating something, or something's going to go down there soon, but there's a buggy here. kiMOsaBE does have a buggy out as well, so there you go, bring out the buggy. Obviously a lot easier to clean up those Cabal Scouts with a buggy than a Pitbull. A few bikes coming out, they're going to go to the top of the map there, so he went for 2 and 3 and then into bikes, so it's going to be a delayed bike rush from kiMOsaBE here. He's not going to pull along the buggy for the show. No, yes he is, he's going to make it join the party now. We have 4 Harvesters here, 5 Harvesters. I think he's onto it. I think Kale's onto it because he just drafted, yeah, and he's got a barracks and he's drafting as well. Watch out. Oh man, the ball just crushed half of your Cabal squad. That's not good, but he's got the Cabals here, obviously, because Cabals just, they pretty much, yeah, the bikes have no arm and the Cabals can actually kill them. So there's a few bikes out here as well from Kale, and he's actually going to defend this rather nicely. Is he even going to lose a bike? I don't think he's going to lose a bike. He didn't even lose a bike, so that's nice. Drafted some units there. I mean, kiMOsaBE only lost like 1 bike as well. And expansion is down. kiMOsaBE's already got a ref down there, so wow, really getting to it. Scouts coming in, just checking out to see what these guys have. Machine guns on the Harvesters might actually be able to claim the Raider buggy kill. Carl needs to get out of there. I think he's going to lose his Raider buggy. No, not quite. It's going to get out. No, the Pitbull is going to end that show. It's always a good idea to keep a hold of these scouts because you can scout later on in the game. You just put them in the corner or something and then you can run through. Look at this, Cyberstorm getting greedy, going to take some blue Tiberium, but of course these guys are going to know about it, so Wookibert is probably beaconing for kiMOsaBE to send some bikes down there. There's the buggy again, and the buggy is going to go elite because, you know, killing Cabals gives away a lot of veterancy, and one Pitbull is going to respond, but there's no bikes coming from kiMOsaBE. I think there's a few there, but there's Seeker tanks now. Generally on this map, you can't just rush and take the blue tib. You have to send some kind of defense for your units there, and he is going to send some defense. The Seeker tanks are going to be able to defend that out. Funnily enough, the Pitbull does go down, and Cyberstorm's going to get away. The best thing about Screen Harvesters as well is that they can't get crushed, and of course they heal by standing in Tiberium. So, I mean, they're always in Tiberium because that's where they harvest, so they just get repairs even without a War Factory. And these few Seeker tanks, I don't think it was necessary to send these guys into the base up here. What's happening? We have a few bikes, no harvester deaths just yet, but one is going to go down. Kale's going to score a kill, nice work, and is he going to get out of there? I think he's going to leave. No, he's actually going to chase around another one. If he gets a second one, that'll be a nice pickup. I reckon he could do it. He's going to have to commit everything. I'm not sure if he's got enough. No, he's going to get out of there. Yeah, he's going to lose the rest of his units here unless he pulls back. Those Seeker tanks as well getting chewed up. There's more Seeker tanks coming here. Reinforcements here for Cyberstorm. He's got a couple of them. If you got enough of them, you can overwhelm these units pretty quickly. Scorpion tanks are going to need to be reinforced. And that Harvester's actually coming back. He's going to go for more blue tip. Predator tanks now moving through the middle. They're going to be shooting up these Seeker tanks, and Predator tanks much more powerful than these Seeker tanks are going to be. Beacons down here as well. It's just a Pitbull scout. Beacons up there. Seeker tanks going down. I think Wookibert's overcommitted a bit. Hang on a second. He's like, wow, there's a lot of bikes and Seeker tanks here now. I might have to leave. The force multiplier is too great for Cyberstorm. He's going to be pushing down here. Wookibert's bringing more Predator tanks. He's got a few down here, but he's pushing them into this army. He needs to stay back where his War Factory is and defend. He can't go out of his base here. There's too many forces here from Cyberstorm and Kale. And kiMOsaBE bringing some Scorp tanks, trying to help him defend. There's a tech center here from kiMOsaBE, pulling back his Harvester now, but he's pulling back the wrong one. Kale could take that Harvester, but he has not realized it, and he's going to continue on. He's going to be driving around here now, and he's not really focusing, is he? He could definitely have picked up some Harvester kills, but he hasn't picked up any Harvester kills just yet. He's kind of just driving around. He's had a lot of opportunity to kill them, and yeah, there's a big Seeker tank army moving through the middle here. Shields is done as well. Now they're going to get trapped in the corner. They need to get out of there. So Kale probably could have got 2 Harvesters, but instead he's going to trade the rest of his bikes there, so he could have done that a little bit smoother. kiMOsaBE going to get some repairs down there, and we have the Seeker tank army moving through the space. There's not a lot to defend here. There's too many Seekers. The shields just give them that extra bit of buffing strength as well. And remember that the shield upgrade obviously just slams down on all of those units there. There's a buggy up here, but it does belong to Kale, who's bringing some more bikes to the show now. And it's going to be interesting seeing what Cyberstorm does. If he goes for something like shard launchers, or if he switches to his tripods, you know, fully upgraded Reaper Seekers are actually really good, you know, especially if you mix in a few tripods there, because you don't have to go super heavy on the tripods. Meanwhile, what's happening down here? I think Cyberstorm overcommitted. No, he phases. He phases there. He's going to save a Harvester. Of course, you don't really want to use your phase field on just one Harvester like that. It's a bit of an overcommitment. Battle markers down here. It's just scouts from these guys here. So Cyberstorm being the primary aggressor. kiMOsaBE could be going for laser capacitors, I reckon. Is he going for... He's going for an upgrade here. I don't really want to check what it is. I don't want to really switch right now while there's a lot of units moving around the map. Infantry forces here. Wookibert's getting flanked. Kale needs to pull the Scorpion tanks back because they can't hope to defeat this Predator army. They can maybe herd it around a bit, but they're going to have to fall back. A few more tanks go down. These rocket squads should be able to push these guys away. Wookibert, nice choice there to go up here away from the rockets. There's a lot of infrastructure they could destroy. These 2 power plants dangerously placed at the front. Wow, all of his power is dangerously placed at the front there, and Wookibert's immediately going to capitalize on that. Meanwhile, another engagement over here. It's going to be Predator tanks, Scorpion tanks, tripod, Reaper tripod is out. Wookibert's going to have to fall back now. Only 1 power plant fell. That's not too bad. Meanwhile, these guys are going to get sandwiched. kiMOsaBE does have laser capacitors, and Wookibert's attack force is coming in behind Cyberstorm. He's going to get sandwiched here. His base is here. Wookibert is on both sides. kiMOsaBE is there to support. And I think Kale now is going to send his Black Hand infantry up here. And yeah, he's going to take some damage. He's falling back now. These Predator tanks, there's too many. The Seeker tanks probably can't hold them. I mean, they're going to keep them busy for a little while, but how much damage can they do? Laser capacitor Scorpion tanks coming in now. Cyberstorm might have to just sell up here. He might have to get those Scorpion tanks, not those Scorpion tanks, sorry, those Seeker tanks out there. He's going to crush this army here now with the help of these Scorpion tanks. And actually, nice focus fire there. Does a lot of damage. Storm column comes down. Reaper tripods are here. No charge. They do have force fields, though. No conversion reserves by Cyberstorm. kiMOsaBE's going to fall back. Cyberstorm's going to, not Cyberstorm, Wookibert. No, Jesus. What's his name? No, that's right. That was Wookibert. Far out. Okay, I'm talking too fast. Meanwhile, what's happening down here? Cyberstorm still trying to steal blue tib. He should probably stop. There's not enough blue tib there to warrant losing any more harvesters, I don't think, even though I don't think he lost a harvester, but, you know, is he going for conversion reserves? Where is the tech center? No, he's not going for it. Oh, man. Oh, man. But it looks like Wookibert and kiMOsaBE have expanded to the middle here now. So they will be moving to the middle of the map, and they're setting up a pretty heavy base here. Wow, both sides planting down a lot of infrastructure, Predator tanks, Scorpion tanks, and of course the avatars here as well. Meanwhile, these guys are going to stabilize. Cyberstorm and Kale are going to stabilize up here. A Hexapod is coming out for the Reaper player. Again, Hexapod for Reaper 17 is pretty lame. I mean, like the tripods are simply just better. I mean, he can use it as a tanking force, which he's got a lot of tripods, so I guess it's okay. But again, he can't expect that to do too much because it doesn't have very many abilities. That Reaper tripod going to get away. There's no charge. No charge at all on these guys here. This infantry squad is moving into here, and Wookibert's in a lot of trouble. He could take out these harvesters. Yeah, it looks like Kale's going to try to take him down. Those harvesters just going to get away. Again, no charge on these Reaper tripods. Seen a few games here now where that has not been the case. Meanwhile, Laser Scorp's coming through to the space here, and Cyberstorm's in a little bit of trouble. There is an obelisk here, but it's placed pretty far back. Meanwhile, there's another engagement going on. Oh, we saw a Catalyst missile come down there. Well, we didn't see it, but we saw the after effects of it. And Vertigo bombers now bombing these tripods. Hammerheads are here, and these Scorpion tanks. Oh my god, there was a Tiv Vane. We just saw the. Oh my god, look at all the Scorpion tank. Oh man, all the destruction there. All those Scorpion tanks. kiMOsaBE lost so many there. Air turret goes down. Wookibert should probably pull these hammerheads back. They're too expensive to be losing on those plasma missile batteries, and it will go down. Battle marker up there, and it looks like Kale is moving through with the Scorp tanks. Doesn't even have Dozer Blades, but he doesn't care. Phase Tripod is going to run and try to crush these guys here. I think he could go for railguns. Does he have a tech center? No, Wookibert does not have a tech center. Meanwhile, Kale's moving through here. He's doing a lot of damage as well. Battle markers opening up everywhere. That tripod's going to have to fall back. The Hexapod is now moving through. Hammerhead's responding. They can do a decent amount of damage here, but he's going to be able to shoot up these harvesters. Should be able to take that harvester down and then move away from that obelisk. Doesn't really need to be near that. And again, there's a few of these hammerheads just going to be able to kill. They're going to be able to kill these Scorpion tanks over time, but again, they're going to take a while. He could take out all these power plants if he wanted to. Meanwhile, more beacons over here. He has got a lot of very heavily damaged tripods. Cyberstorm is playing with fire there. Again, no conversion reserves and no charge on the tripods. That's the whole reason you build them, and that's disappointing from Cyberstorm. Again, I don't want to. I don't like to sit around and criticize, but I mean, come on, if you're Reaper 17, that's the whole point of building those units there. So we have a lot of harvesters here from kiMOsaBE. He might want to start transitioning those to the middle field. Again, still putting up infrastructure down here. Finally, all the tanks get cleaned up. One of the hammerheads goes veteran in the process. We have a Redeemer down here. Now, these guys, they didn't spend a lot on economy up here. They've actually spent a lot of money, obviously, getting their epic units out without harvesting this. They need to start harvesting this now. And again, these tripods moving up here. They might have been struck by a lot of Vertigo bombs, I reckon. And oh, wait, what's happening over here? Geez, there is a stasis over here, or a phase. No, that's the stasis, sorry. Meanwhile, the Scorpion tank's causing problems over here. Power is low for Cyberstorm. Hexapod is over here, getting completely shot to pieces. I don't think he can save that. Yeah, he's got no abilities to save that. Hexapod goes down. And again, Hexapod not the greatest epic unit in the world for Reaper 17. It's like Steel Talons in their Marv. It's a meat shield, and that's pretty much it. It just doesn't do damage, just because you can't garrison with anything decent. Meanwhile, Cyberstorm's being forced to sell all his tech up here. Not something he really wants to do. Beacon going down there as a Redeemer there. It's being forced away. Meanwhile, these Predator tanks finally dropped that Storm Column, lost a lot of their numbers. We have Vertigo Bombers flying over here. I'm not sure what kiMOsaBE is planning to do with those, but there are some infantry units here, and that's bad news for those Predator tanks because they can't do a lot. And oh man, he puts a lot of pain on those harvesters. You can see a lot of dead harvesters there, all overlapping. So Cyberstorm getting hit pretty hard. He might want to move these harvesters away from this base just because he needs to get them up here. He does have double ref, but there's only 3 harvesters. He does fully repair his Reaper tripods. Meanwhile, there are these hammerheads still flying over, both veteran now, shooting at the Redeemer. Probably shouldn't be chasing it too far though. Again, these Scorpion tanks these Predator tanks are going to go up to this obelisk, and that's probably going to be the end of them. Cyberstorm pulling these harvesters away now. Beacon over here. Again, there's a bit of Tiberium over there. kiMOsaBE could try to harvest that. But again, both these guys having trouble harvesting the main field. You can see kiMOsaBE, a big pull of harvesters. He probably pulled them all down from over here. Beaconing like crazy. I'm not sure what the deal is down there. There's a few units here. There's a harvester that's been pulled off the line. It's not actually doing anything from Kale. Meanwhile, he's got these hammerheads running in, and they're going to be able to kill these infantry squads, just thin the numbers down. I think those Predator tanks must have been cleaned up. Yeah, they definitely were cleaned up. It's going to target infrastructure now as well. Oh, Vertigo bombers, and just causing problems again. These Reaper tripods. Only one of them actually went down. So again, the bombs either missing or just splashing just that one unit. Double obelisk here is now. The epic unit is here. They might be able to break it, and he does take that down straight away. There's some Tibcore bites from Kale as well, so we'll have to see what happens. Raytion goes off, but I'm not sure really why, because these obelisks are already targeting the Redeemer. So it's not going to do too much. Again, a lot of damage coming down. The Redeemer is the lowest armored epic unit in the game. Of course, reverse armor obelisks will do a ton of damage. Obelisks are just a great base defense in general. And now he's going to move forward here. Again, no charge on the tripods. He's going to drop this Obelisk pretty quickly, though. Did he even shoot? I don't know if it fired a shot. Am I just not seeing things or what? Buzzer Swarm comes down, going to kill all those guys here. Tibcore Bikes and the Epic unit is over there. Even when he's standing on Tiberium, charge those guys up. Oh, man. Seriously. Oh, here come the Vertigo Bombers, and they're probably going to take out... Oh, he phases all. He phases all but one. He does lose one, so the Vertigo Bomber's not going to be able to do too much damage. He does drop some units down here now, and he puts the Lightning Spike down just to clean up that Reaper Husk as well. And the Epic unit actually went down to a minefield plus these Obelisks, so again, doing a lot of damage here. Kale loses his Epic unit. What's happening in the center of the map? It looks like kiMOsaBE is building up some Abelisks. He could double beam them. He's got his own Redeemer now, so these guys have a pretty big and sporadic base over here. We have an armory as well from Wookibert, so I'm not sure what he's planning to do with that. Whether or not he's going EMP grenades. Yeah, he just upgraded EMP grenades, so it wasn't going to be... does he even have any grenaders? I don't know. I'm not sure what he's doing. But he got Imp Grenades, probably because of the Hexapod, but it's not a Hexapod they can actually teleport or really do anything with it. He got Imp Grenades maybe just as a security measure, just in case they get rushed into their base. Decoy Army comes down. Kale's actually going to lose his Tib Chem Plant to just this one Scorpion tank there, so that's probably not going to be the best trade in the world. Meanwhile, Predator tanks moving through, and there's Hammerheads here as well. A really hard combination to break, especially when you can only build one type of base defense at a time. And yeah, the Hammerhead's just going to come in and kill all the ground units here. And now the Predator tanks are going to finish off this base. And with this building going down, that's build radius for these guys here. And these Harvesters aren't stealth because they're Blackhand Harvesters. And a beacon down there straight away. There's a lot of Tiberium. These Harvesters are pretty much dead. And nice clean up there by Wookibert. The Predator tank's just causing lots of problems. We got a beacon over here. Could be a... I think it's going to be a Tib call-in, yeah. Probably not the best place to call it in because there's already a lot of Tiberium there, but nonetheless. A Simulator moving out probably to reclaim the husk because, yeah, that spike has been destroyed. Meanwhile, something just happened there. Something got blown out of the sky. It was probably a Hammerhead of some type. And again, we have another jet coming in as well. Vertigo Bombers, Hammerhead's over there. Where's that jet going? It's going over here. I think it's going to drop a Vapor Bomb. I'm not sure what it's going to drop a Vapor Bomb on. Yeah, just an Obelisk in the power plant, so it didn't really do too much. But the Hexapod is in retreat now. There's the Imp Grenaders. Again, just scaring this Hexapod away. Could get the Composite Armor just to make those Grenaders even harder to kill. This one Scorpion tank, it is elite, but I don't think it's going to last much longer. The Tibcore Bike is firing at its rear armor, and it does manage to knock it out. It doesn't upgrade in the process, so again, looks like this team here, Cyberstorm and Kale, just rebuilding themselves up here. They got their tech center back. Does he have any charge? No, he doesn't have conversion reserve, still not charging. So again, we have some Grenader squads over here as well. Vertigo Bombers moving out for kiMOsaBE. I'm not sure if he's lost any of them yet. I mean, he's got 3, so... Oh no, he's got 4. I don't know where the 4th one is, though. It might be flying around. Stealth tanks coming out now, which are always a pain. And oh no, there's the 4th one. It's up here. Again, Reaper Harvester is really hard to kill, but he takes out the Blackhand Harvester, and he's got 2 more bombs. He drops it on a tripod, causes some damage. Again, might as well damage the units. Oh no, no! Oh, Vertigo Bomber's getting hit by Tibcore. Oh man, he just lost 2 of them. 2 of them went down. No, 3 of them went down. That was a bad getaway. A bad getaway for kiMOsaBE. A lot of people will do that, especially with Firehawks. They'll micro them into the enemy base, but they won't micro them out. It's just like, alright, I dropped my bombs, I can forget about them now, they'll go back to base. But they fly right over all the AA, and I'm like, yeah, you kind of needed to make them go around that. EMP buggies go off, and Cyberstorm is, his Hexapod is down, but there's Tibcore Bikes here from Kale, and they should be able to clean up those guys. Rage Gen goes off from kiMOsaBE's Redeemer here. I'm not sure how much it affected. This one Tibcore Bike does get affected. Doesn't even get destroyed though, so nice work there. And we have more EMP Grenaders coming out, so now they're coming into play, causing a lot of damage there. A lot of EMP coming down on top of this Hexapod here now. The Corruptors are here. They need to start healing up this Eradicator Hexapod because it's taking a lot of damage. The Obelisk now putting more damage on its rear armor. Probably another wave of EMP Grenades are probably coming up for Wookibert. Is he going to throw them? He missed. Oh no, he missed. He missed the shot. That's unfortunate, but the Hexapod might still die. There's some units here. There is a Vertigo Bomber just, oh man, straight through the guts. He did not even care, and he got shot down pretty quick smart. Beacon over here. Predator tanks have made their way around, and they're just picking at these buildings. Oh man, Cyberstorm's down on power. He's got a tripod here. Wookibert's just going to pull back, because why the hell not? He can pull back and just stay safe there. Meanwhile, we have a rift generator on the map. Obviously, it's low on power, because Cyberstorm's struggling with his power. And a nuclear missile is down from kiMOsaBE. Beacons everywhere. It looks like, wow, these guys, Wookibert's moved his MCV down here, and now they're going to grab these tripod husks. And, oh, he didn't even put down, oh, he did put down a ref, sorry. Oh, he's got one over here. Wow, he's got double ref over there. Meanwhile, not harvesters, so the tripods do clean that up. Kale does have some units down here, and he is killing harvesters. He's going to turn around and probably go back and get that last one there. So he's got a good fast attack hit and run. There's a lot of hammerheads here now, but really they need to try to overwhelm these bikes quick smart, because it's not good at all to try to trade with these Tibcore bikes. And he's going to be firing at those guys there, doing a bit more damage and then getting out of there. So these guys really pushing a lot of their base up here now, and using the corruptors to heal up some of these tripods as well. He does have the stasis chamber out. More tripods moving across here. Again, they do hold this base over here, and wow, there's a lot of units actually over here. So this game far from over, but Wookibert is collecting these Reaper tripods now, and there's a few stealth tanks here. Haven't really seen what they've been doing most of the game. Of course, he's only had a couple of them. Not sure if kiMOsaBE has been raiding somewhere, but the Hex Pod's going to come forward again. Stealth Redeemer, always a pain to deal with, that is. Always a pain. Stealth tanks are over here. There is a storm column down. They don't want to go near that at all. And they're actually going to move over here. Wow, kiMOsaBE obviously has multiple conyards, because he's dropping down several of these obelisks of light. But now Cyberstorm is fighting his own tripods. He does stasis this out, so Wookibert can't help him too much. And again, he's going to move all these tripods forward. Again, his tripods have shields, whereas Wookibert's do not have shields, so he can absorb an Emp Blast, whereas Wookibert cannot, and he might try to EMP them. But now they're just like, oh man, these hammerheads are here, and there's such a pain. There's actually a lot of hammerheads there as well. He's going to need some more AA. There's a AA turret there. There's some Tibcore bikes, which will be nice. But he's still got a lot of Reaper tripods. Again, if these were charged, he could completely flatten this base instantaneously. But he doesn't have them charged. Nonetheless, it's probably still going to be enough to destroy the MCV, especially if they can get close. But they need some AA. Another Storm column comes down, but they can range this. They can range this. Buzzer Swarm comes down, kills these rocket squads from kiMOsaBE. Don't have any upgrades anyway. Tibcore bikes coming down. Pretty big engagement here from these guys, and it looks like the MCV is going to fall. So Cyberstorm has done his job, and now he's going to fall back. He's like, yep, that's been destroyed. Let's go back. A lot of husks going down in the process. 2 more obelisks drop down before the MCV does fall. Actually, no, that might be from the build radius. Sorry, from that refinery there. But things hotting up over there. What's happening over here? A few units might be able to pick off that Pred tank. No, not quite. Surprised Wookibert didn't go for anything like railguns. Could even pump out some mammoth tanks. I mean, why the hell not? They're doing great so far in this game. Battle marker is over there. It's going to be the hexapod on the other side of the map causing problems. And Tibcore is wrecking these hammerheads now. He's wrecking the hammerheads. He does focus them down, which is nice, but there's not enough hammerheads here to really stop these guys. He can drop EMP grenades on them. He does have EMP grenades, and oh man, slams 4 of them straight away. That's a nice pickup, but they don't have too much here to destroy them. A few more Predator tanks rolling in now with some infantry. That's going to be nice, and these guys really want to defend this area. They really want to defend it. If he takes out the refinery, that's build radius for this side of the field. But Cyberstorm, is he going to commit? He's going to commit. It's going to be pretty close as well. It's going to be a tight battle. I'm not sure who's going to win here, and he does put down the Temple of Nod. That's from Kale to try to block it. The tripods seem to be able to shoot over the top of that. Can tripods shoot? They should be able to shoot over the top. Not entirely sure, but yeah, they do cause a lot of damage here, and he will push through and crush this army. There's little AA for Cyberstorm, though. There's battle markers raging on the other side of the map. It's stealth tanks completely cleaning up this field. kiMOsaBE is doing so much damage. In the meantime, these guys are losing this field, so this is a crazy game. I haven't seen a game on Forgotten Forest that has ended up in such a weird fashion. And wow, look at that. Wookibert sells up. He probably could have kept the refinery there. They probably couldn't even see it. Vertigo bombers come in. Oh no, those tripods are all banked up. They're all banked up, and 3 of them get taken out. The rest get splashed like crazy. And it looks like, yeah, cleaning up those husks there. And he phases them. That's probably the smartest thing he can do at the moment. And he has a veterancy on that tripod as well. He's going to just leave now. And there's a heroic bike there, which is always a pain. Fully upgraded Raider buggy will fall, of course, to these units. Cal might want to pull those bikes back because they're definitely good for him. And these avatars and the Redeemer again pulling over here from kiMOsaBE. They've probably been dealing with the hexapod. Did it even go down? There's a hexapod over there, so I'm assuming it's probably the same one. But Cyberstorm and Kale don't have much in the way of economy. They've got this base over here. Kale does not even have a refinery. I'm not even sure if he's still in this game in terms of his ability. He's obviously got a war factory, but he's got 2 spike and that's it. So he's not using his money to build a refinery. Does he have an MCV? No, he does not. He could sell the tech center. He's actually going for an upgrade. Wow. He's got his first 2 upgrades. He's going to go for EMP buggies. And these are simulators over here trying to obviously go to the husks, but they're all destroyed. Wookibert now moving out a second MCV. Going to probably be his only one. Air Force is over here. He's rebuilt the Vertigo bombers, of course. The Hammerheads are making their way around over here, and they will be able to focus down these Corruptors, which is just a pain. Meanwhile, Avatar's moving over here. There's not much to oppose them. Again, Avatar's pretty good against Reaper tripods. especially if they've got good positioning, things like that. Vertigo Bombers, what are they doing? They're flying around to this base. They can pretty much see everything. I think one might have dropped its bomb already. That's why it's going home. Yeah, he does manage to kill that assimilator, force firing the ground, and he does drop some bombs. Well, Khaled does actually have a refinery over here. I'm not sure if he just lost a harvester then or what. There's a lot of fire over there. And meanwhile, I think Cyberstorm might be losing this base. Kale might have to sell that tech center. Kale has tapped out of the game, which has left Cyberstorm by himself. We'll have to see if Cyberstorm wants to fight this this battle by himself now. Meanwhile, these guys, wow, kiMOsaBE setting up a lot of triple ref down here. That was quick. He got that established very fast indeed. And he's going to lose this this field over here. Meanwhile, tripods are responding. No charge on the tripod. No charge all game. So, again, there is a beacon here. It's a red beacon. It could be an Orca strike. And those bikes are sitting right on it. I don't think Cyberstorm realizes that. Oh, they move slightly, but they still get taken out. Oh man, he just lost a heroic bike. That's unfortunate. Meanwhile, he will be able to destroy these tripods. So he gets the drop on them with the help of the Storm Column. The Redeem will have to turn around. And I'm not sure if he's going to commit to this as well. And yeah, he's going to move. He's going to move back here. These Hammerheads, wow, he's got no response to this at all. He's got Tibcore bikes here, but Cyberstorm, I don't think he realizes that they're even building because Kale probably left the game while he had those queued up. And he will not quite be able to take out. Oh man, he's not going to be able to take out the technology assembler. He's going to pay for it a little bit with some of these Hammerheads. And every time the Tibcore hits them, that's just devastating damage. Again, doesn't have shard launchers, but these Tibcore bikes, oh, they're going to get another volley off, and that's going to take down more of these Hammerheads. The rest of them probably will escape. Vertigo Bombers now flying around those. Oh man, they're going to get close, and the Rift Generator is powered up. Actually, the Rift Generator is powered up, but they can't take it down. All those guys, all the Vertigo Bombers crash and burn. Oh man, that's not good at all. And the Rift Generator gets used. Oh man, the Hexport is down here. Cyberstorm somehow is making a comeback in this game. He is fighting this game by himself, and oh, the Jet even gets taken out. Oh, that was probably a mine drop as well. So we saw a super weapon go off, but the nuclear missile is done, and the nuclear missile is going to be fired. There it goes. I don't know. I've got no idea where that's going. Okay, well, we can only guess it's probably going to hit over here. There it goes. Oh my God, Cyberstorm just got slammed. He lost all the tripods. He needs to recover those quick, smart. He's got his drone platform. His Rift Generator is in terrible shambles. He's continuing this attack, but he's surrounded by Obelisk. He's got triple Obelisk around him. I don't think he's going to be able to handle that. All these bikes now getting splashed down, but those bikes do belong to Cyberstorm. He's going to try to escape with his Hexpod, which is now elite. And he might be able to drop that one Obelisk. He kind of needs to because it's doing reverse arm, and he does drop it down. So he's actually going to turn around and continue to fight this. His Hexpod is almost dead. Yeah, triple Obelisk. Yeah, I don't think that Hexpod's getting away. And now rear armor, unless he's got a phase field, he's probably not going to be able to save it. He actually targets down the Corruptors, which may allow the Hexpod to get out of range in time. No, not quite. Not quite. He's going to move these bikes around. And he's going to be able to kill probably the rest of these Hammerheads. EMP grenades miss everything there. They're trying to throw them at bikes, which is obviously extremely difficult to do. But Cyberstorm, he's got these bikes. He's not given up. He's still fighting. Meanwhile, there's an MCV over here, which is going to be pushing into this base. Cyberstorm, I'm not sure how he's funding himself, but he's actually destroying all these units here. And again, he might want to just take out that power plant real quick because, of course, kiMOsaBE's like mass MCV conyarding. So if he takes down the power plant, there you go, straight away knocks the power down with that one kill. So he knows that kiMOsaBE is on the edge of his power. Wow, sells us off straight away. Probably not necessary. But he's going to come in here and he is going to drop more power plants. So there you go. There's a buggy here, but that's not going to be able to do too much. He's got a lot of power plants. Obviously, with a lot of MCVs, he can build a lot of power plants. But he's selling off mass refs instead of just powering down because it's a lot easier. And Cyberstorm knows this is a weakness. He's taking out more power plants. kiMOsaBE still has power at the moment. And there you go, a big sell-off over here. But now he can just move over here and target these guys down, these Hammerheads. I'm not sure why they're trying to chase these Tibcore bikes. They can't hope to destroy those. And Cyberstorm now in his base here, he's trying to repair, and he's recovering some of these husks as well. He's got assimilators out. Alright, and we're back. Okay. So yeah, basically these guys now moving up here, and Wookibert and kiMOsaBE, they're just getting a fresh load of Tib over here as well. And these Tibcore bikes are actually doing a lot of damage to kiMOsaBE's harvesters, but again, he's got that massive eco on the other side of the map. So Cyberstorm, though, good effort to continue fighting this game. We'll have to see if he can stabilize here because he's going to get attacked. He's going to get counterattacked by all this infantry. Now, none of it's upgraded, but most of it's from sold off structures from kiMOsaBE. Beacons over here, it's just harvesters. Reaper tripods are here. They might be able to help. If he can get an EMP down on the Redeemer, he might be okay. But Rage Gen goes off. Rage Gen goes off, and he's going to be running forward. Of course, it's a stealth Redeemer, so you can't actually see it. He needs some form of anti-infantry to take out all these units down here. He needs to start building buzzer hives or something like that. But he's trying to chase the Redeemer. I'm not sure if he's going to be able to kill it. Meanwhile, there's Hammerheads moving on the backside. But yeah, Cyberstorm is just completely surrounded now. He just got Catalyst now. He's kind of fallen to bits. He's just got too much is attacking him now. Units are over here. kiMOsaBE is going for the infantry upgrades. He's trying to put down buzzer swarms as well. These Reaper Tribe, wow, they get the Redeemer. Nice work. Didn't even see that coming. Actually got the Redeemer. The Rift Generator still stands, but it doesn't have much health left. I'm not sure if he's going to be able to fire that in another 4 minutes. Again, the Rift Generator's fallen behind the nuclear missile just because of the low power states that Cyberstorm has been experiencing now. So if we do see those fire again, which I doubt it, we'll probably, yeah, the nuclear missile will fire first. But Cyberstorm is still alive. I'm not sure how much money he has, but he's still here, and he stopped building. He has stopped building at the moment. Again, Reclamator Hub coming down, but these guys are starting to run away with this game, and there we go. Cyberstorm has thrown in the towel. GG. So that was a pretty interesting game. It just was all over the place. Saw some super weapons as well, but that was crazy. 28 minutes 2v2 on Forgotten Forest between Cyberstorm, Kale versus Wookibert and kiMOsaBE. So wow, look at the resources there. Wow, Kale not doing too well in terms of the monies, but nonetheless, he did do a decent amount of damage throughout that game with his rating. He was kind of like the supporting player, while Cyberstorm was the brute force player. Nonetheless, Wookibert was pretty steady all game. kiMOsaBE was pretty steady as well, started to take over at the top. But again, they just knew where to get the tib. They knew they had to keep expanding. They knew they had to get tib. They did that, and that's pretty much what allowed them to keep going in the game. So surprise, Cyberstorm still got a lot of money as well. But if we go to the stats here, if we go down to money, let's just go straight to the end stats. So it's going to be 525,000 to Team 1 and 369,000 to Team 2. So there you go. The difference is quite significant there. More than $150,000 worth of difference between those two teams. So you can see why they ended up winning at the end of that game there. It was pretty much just down to money. Cyberstorm played a great game there, I think, except for the fact that, yeah, the whole game he didn't get conversion reserves, and he built all those tripods, and I didn't see a single charged tripod. I'm not sure if he thought he was screwing or what's going on there, but again, that was detrimental the whole game through. He really needs to do something about that, but nonetheless, he played a good game aside from that point there. kiMOsaBE, pretty good as well, multi-conyarding, moving around, and of course those Vertigo bombers, but unfortunately letting a few of them go down. Wookibert solid as ever with the Predator tanks. Would have liked to have seen railguns, but nonetheless, it was a great effort from all those players there. Very entertaining match. Definitely like that one there. If you liked it, head on over and check it out. The link is in the description. Anyway, stay tuned to my channel. I'm Green Zero. I'll be bringing you some more videos. I'm not going anywhere. Anyway, I'll see you all next time.